So if you love powerful stories, unforgettable gameplay, and worlds you can truly get lost in, you're in the right place. This is the ultimate list of top 30 must-play single-player games of all time, built for true gamers. Some of these will hit you with nostalgia, some will surprise you, and some might even change how you see gaming forever. Let's jump straight in. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, it's an emotional journey that slowly pulls you into its world and refuses to let go. From the moment you step into its massive open world, everything feels alive. The attention to detail is honestly unreal. You can spend hours just exploring, hunting, fishing, or riding through quiet towns, and it never feels boring. What really makes this game special, though, is its story. Watching Arthur Morgan grow, struggle, and slowly realize the weight of his choices hits way harder than most people expect. The characters feel real, the dialogue sounds natural, and every mission feels meaningful. It's one of those rare games where the slow pace actually works in its favor, making every emotional moment land harder. By the time the credits roll, you don't just finish the game, you feel like you've lived through it. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt is one of those rare games that sets a new standard for what a single-player RPG can truly be. From the very first hour, it pulls you into a dark, beautifully crafted fantasy world that feels alive in every corner. What makes it special isn't just the massive open world or the deep combat system, it's the storytelling. Every side quest feels like its own mini-story, filled with tough choices, emotional moments, and consequences that actually matter. Playing as Geralt, you slowly grow attached to the characters, the politics, and the struggles of the world, and before you know it, you're completely invested. The soundtrack, atmosphere, and writing work together perfectly to create a journey that feels personal and unforgettable. Even after finishing it, the world of The Witcher stays with you, which is exactly what a legendary single-player game should do. Skyrim Special Edition is one of those games that almost every gamer has played, and for good reason. The moment you step into its snowy mountains and ancient ruins, you feel pure freedom. You're not forced into a single path. You can be a warrior, a mage, a stealthy assassin, or something completely wild that mixes everything together. What makes Skyrim truly special is how alive the world feels. Random encounters, hidden caves, mysterious quests, and unexpected discoveries make every playthrough different. Then there's the atmosphere. The music, the quiet forests, the distant dragon roars, it all creates a sense of adventure that's hard to match. And thanks to endless mods, this game somehow keeps evolving even years later. Skyrim isn't just a game you finish once. It's a world you keep coming back to, again and again. Grand Theft Auto 5 is the kind of game that proves how powerful open-world design can really be. From the moment you enter Los Santos, you're surrounded by chaos, freedom, and endless possibilities. What makes GTA 5 stand out is how effortlessly it blends a gripping story with total player freedom. Switching between three unique characters keeps the experience fresh, letting you see the world from completely different perspectives. The missions are cinematic, creative, and often unpredictable, while the side activities make the city feel alive at every hour of the day. Whether you're pulling off high-stakes heists, exploring hidden locations, or just causing mayhem for fun, there's always something to do. Even after all these years, GTA 5 still feels modern, polished, and insanely entertaining, which is why it remains one of the most iconic single-player experiences ever made. God of War 2018 completely reinvented a legendary series, turning it into one of the most powerful single-player experiences ever made. From the very first scene, the game sets an emotional tone that stays with you the entire journey. Watching Kratos struggle to be a better father while guiding Atreus through a brutal yet beautiful world adds real depth to every moment. The combat feels heavy, satisfying, and strategic, making every fight intense without ever feeling unfair. What truly elevates the experience is the storytelling. The camera never cuts, the world flows seamlessly, and every conversation feels natural and meaningful. Add in the stunning environments, epic boss fights, and unforgettable soundtrack, and you get a game that feels both cinematic and deeply personal. God of War isn't just about epic battles, it's about growth, loss, and connection, and that's what makes it unforgettable. God of War Ragnarök takes everything that made the 2018 reboot special and pushes it even further. The emotional bond between Kratos and Atreus grows stronger, and the story feels more intense, more personal, and way more impactful. Every realm you explore is packed with detail, secrets, and moments that make you stop just to take it all in. The combat is even smoother and more refined, giving you more freedom to experiment while still keeping that heavy, powerful feel. But what truly stands out is how the game balances epic scale with quiet, emotional moments. One minute you're facing massive gods in legendary battles, and the next you're having deep conversations that actually make you reflect. Ragnarök doesn't just deliver action, it delivers a complete emotional journey that feels like a perfect continuation and conclusion to Kratos and Atreus' story. The Last of Us Part 1 is one of those rare games that proves video games can tell stories just as powerful as movies, if not more. From the very beginning, it hits you emotionally and never really lets go. The bond between Joel and Ellie slowly builds through quiet conversations, shared danger, and small human moments that feel incredibly real. The world itself is dark, broken, and haunting, yet strangely beautiful, making every step forward feel tense and meaningful. Combat is intense and survival-focused, forcing you to think carefully instead of just rushing in. But what truly makes this game legendary is its storytelling. The emotions feel raw, the choices feel heavy, and the ending leaves a lasting impact that sparks endless discussion. It's not just a game you play, it's an experience that stays with you long after you put the controller down.
It's a bit heavy.
I think I can handle it.
All right.
Elden Ring is a masterpiece that takes everything fans loved about Soulsborne games and opens it up into a massive, breathtaking world. From the first step into the lands between, there's a sense of mystery and freedom that's impossible to ignore. You can go anywhere, tackle challenges however you like, and stumble upon secrets that make you stop and just admire the design. Combat is tense, rewarding, and sometimes punishing, but that's part of the thrill. It makes every victory feel earned. The lore and world building are subtle yet fascinating, giving you pieces of a story that you slowly piece together while exploring. There's a sense of wonder, danger, and accomplishment in Elden Ring that few games can match. And it's one of those experiences that sticks with you because it never hands you the answers, it makes you discover them yourself. Cyberpunk 2077 is one of those games that had everyone talking from day one, and for good reason. Stepping into Night City is like entering a living, breathing sci-fi world where every street, neon sign, and character feels packed with life. The narrative is gripping, full of twists, and heavily shaped by your choices, making every playthrough feel unique. Combat and hacking give you multiple ways to approach each mission, whether you want to go in guns blazing or sneak through the shadows. Sure, the launch had rough patches, but today the experience is smoother than ever, and the story shines brilliantly. What makes Cyberpunk unforgettable is how immersive it is. You don't just play in Night City, you live there, and the emotions, surprises, and consequences of your actions stick long after you put the controller down. Ghost of Tsushima is a game that truly feels like stepping into a living samurai epic. From the first moment you ride across its stunning landscapes, the world immediately grabs your attention. The visuals are breathtaking, the wind through the grass, the changing seasons, and the distant mountains all feel alive. But what really makes it special is the story and how it lets you choose your path, whether you follow the way of the samurai with honor or embrace the stealthy ghost approach. Combat is tight, rewarding, and cinematic, especially during those tense duels with skilled enemies. And the music combined with the visuals makes every moment feel emotional, whether it's a quiet ride across a sunset field or a battle that will test every skill you've learned. Ghost of Tsushima isn't just a game, it's a journey that stays with you long after the screen goes dark. Horizon Zero Dawn immediately stands out with its jaw-dropping landscapes and uniquely creative world where nature and machines collide. Playing as Aloy, you're thrown into a mysterious post-apocalyptic world filled with robotic creatures, each with its own behaviors and weaknesses, which makes combat feel strategic and exciting. The story slowly unravels the mysteries of this world, and the personal journey of Aloy adds emotional depth to every mission. Exploring the forests, mountains, and ruins is a joy. The game rewards curiosity with hidden lore, collectibles, and side quests that feel meaningful rather than filler. The combination of breathtaking visuals, clever combat mechanics, and a compelling protagonist makes Horizon Zero Dawn a single-player experience that lingers in your mind long after the credits roll. Batman. Arkham Knight is the kind of game that makes you feel like you've truly stepped into the cape and cowl of the Dark Knight. From the moment you glide over Gotham, the city feels alive, dark, and dangerous, full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Combat is as satisfying as ever, fluid, tactical, and cinematic, letting you take down enemies with a mix of punches, gadgets, and creative combos. The Batmobile adds a thrilling layer of mobility and strategy, especially during intense encounters or citywide chases. What really stands out, though, is the story. It's emotional, high stakes, and filled with twists that keep you invested in Bruce Wayne's struggle to protect the city he loves. Playing Arkham Knight isn't just about superhero action. It's about embodying Batman in a world that feels genuinely alive, and that's what makes it unforgettable. The Last of Us Part 2 takes everything you loved about the first game and pushes it into even darker, more intense territory. This isn't just a story about survival, it's about revenge, grief, and the weight of every choice you make. Playing as Ellie, you feel every emotion, from heartbreak to rage, and the game doesn't shy away from showing how messy and complicated those feelings can be. The environments are hauntingly beautiful, packed with small details that make the world feel lived in and real, while the combat forces you to think tactically, using stealth, crafting, and raw skill to survive. What makes this game unforgettable is its willingness to challenge you emotionally, making every encounter, every decision, and every narrative twist resonate long after you put down the controller. It's brutal, beautiful, and undeniably powerful. Batman. Arkham City is where the Arkham series truly hit its stride, expanding Gotham into a sprawling, living playground of crime and chaos. The moment you step into the city, you immediately feel the scale and danger around you. Every rooftop, alleyway, and corner feels packed with life and opportunity. Combat is as tight and satisfying as ever, letting you chain gadgets and attacks in smooth, cinematic combos that make you feel like a master of stealth and strategy. The story is gripping, filled with iconic villains and dark twists that keep you hooked from start to finish. Even years later, Arkham City still feels like the definitive Batman experience, balancing exploration, storytelling, and action perfectly. Every patrol, investigation, and rooftop leap reminds you why single-player games like this set the standard for superhero adventures. Horizon Forbidden West takes everything that made the first game so incredible and expands it into an even bigger, more breathtaking world. The environments are stunning, lush jungles, sweeping deserts, and vast underwater areas that all feel alive and full of secrets. Playing as Aloy, you have an incredible sense of freedom to explore, hunt, and tackle mechanical beasts in a variety of creative ways. Combat feels deeper and more refined than before, with more tools, strategies, and options to make every encounter exciting. What really stands out, though, is the story. Aloy's journey is emotional, personal, and filled with moments that truly resonate. Forbidden West doesn't just feel like a sequel, it feels like a living, evolving world you can lose yourself in for dozens of hours, and every moment feels rewarding and memorable.
Taking the shot!
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is one of those games that makes you feel like you're truly living in the heart of Renaissance Rome. The city is massive, detailed, and full of life, from bustling markets to quiet rooftops perfect for parkour escapes. What sets Brotherhood apart is the sense of empowerment. You're not just Ezio, you're leading an entire brotherhood of assassins, and recruiting them adds a whole new layer of strategy and immersion. Combat is smooth and satisfying, blending stealth, melee, and clever planning seamlessly. The story continues Ezio's journey with emotional depth, political intrigue, and moments that stick with you. Even today, roaming the streets, climbing towers, and pulling off perfectly timed assassinations feels thrilling, making Brotherhood a timeless single-player experience that still holds up beautifully. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End is a masterclass in cinematic adventure gaming. From the very first moment you step into Nathan Drake's world, the game feels like you're inside an action-packed blockbuster movie. The visuals are stunning lush jungles, crumbling ruins, and sweeping vistas that make every exploration moment breathtaking. Combat and traversal are tight and satisfying, whether you're climbing cliffs, sneaking past enemies, or engaging in high-octane firefights. But what really sets this game apart is the story. Nathan's final journey is filled with emotion, humor, and tension, making you care deeply about every character and moment. The chemistry between the cast feels real, and the pacing balances heart-pounding action with quiet, reflective moments perfectly. By the end, Uncharted 4 doesn't just deliver adventure, it delivers an unforgettable emotional experience that sticks with you long after the credits roll. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is pure superhero bliss from the moment you swing across New York City. The city feels alive. Crowds, traffic, and towering skyscrapers all make you feel like you're actually part of this world. The web-swinging mechanics are insanely satisfying, giving you a sense of speed and freedom that's unmatched in any open-world game. Combat is fast, fluid, and packed with style, letting you juggle enemies with gadgets, acrobatics, and web-based moves that feel incredibly cinematic. Beyond the action, the story is surprisingly heartfelt, exploring Peter Parker's life, his struggles, and the people he cares about, which makes every villain encounter hit harder emotionally. Between the breathtaking skyline, thrilling missions, and emotional depth, Spider-Man Remastered is one of those single-player experiences you won't forget. Swinging through the city has never felt this good.
Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is my anti-drug.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 builds on the brilliance of the first game and takes the web-swinging experience to an entirely new level. The city feels bigger, more dynamic, and packed with energy, making every swing across the skyline a rush. Combat is faster, smarter, and even more cinematic, with new powers and abilities that let you take down enemies in jaw-dropping ways. The story amps up the stakes, diving deep into the relationship between Peter Parker and Miles Morales while introducing challenges that feel personal, emotional, and epic all at once. Side missions, hidden collectibles, and small city events make New York feel alive in ways that make exploration genuinely fun. Spider-Man 2 isn't just an action-packed thrill ride, it's an emotional, immersive journey that nails what it feels like to be the friendly neighborhood superhero we've all dreamed of becoming.
Too much to ask for these hunters to stop.
Half-Life 2 is one of those games that still feels revolutionary even years after its release. From the moment you step into City 17, the atmosphere hits you, oppressive, eerie, and strangely captivating. The world feels alive, from the subtle background storytelling to the way NPCs interact with you. The combat is clever, mixing physics-based puzzles with action in ways that make every encounter feel smart and satisfying. What really sets it apart is how it blends storytelling and gameplay seamlessly. There's no pause, no cutscenes taking you out of the experience, just you in the thick of it. Even the minor moments like riding the airboat through a flooded canal or sneaking past Combine patrols feel memorable. Half-Life 2 isn't just a game, it's an experience that defined a generation and set the bar for single-player storytelling in gaming. Portal 2 is pure genius in game design, blending mind-bending puzzles with a story that's surprisingly clever and funny. From the moment you pick up the portal gun, the game starts challenging your brain in ways that are satisfying rather than frustrating. The levels are creative, the physics feel natural, and the solutions often reward experimentation and clever thinking. Then there's the writing. Characters like Wheatley and GLaDOS are unforgettable, their humor and personality making you genuinely invested in the game's world. Portal 2 somehow manages to be hilarious, challenging, and emotionally satisfying all at once, which is a rare combination. Even short play sessions leave you thinking about solutions and laughing at the absurdity of certain moments. It's a game that proves single-player experiences can be smart, playful, and unforgettable simultaneously.
Two linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a phenomenal journey through space, story, and character-driven adventure. Playing as Commander Shepard, every choice feels weighty, shaping relationships, alliances, and the fate of the galaxy. The Legendary Edition brings updated visuals and smoother gameplay that make exploring planets, engaging in battles, and navigating the Normandy a total joy. What really makes it stand out is the emotional investment. You don't just meet characters, you live with them, argue with them, fight alongside them, and sometimes even lose them. The branching storylines give a real sense of consequence, and the combination of exploration, action, and dialogue-heavy moments creates a deeply immersive single-player experience. Mass Effect Legendary Edition isn't just a sci-fi epic, it's a galaxy you'll carry with you long after the final mission ends. Nier Automata is one of those games that sneaks up on you emotionally while delivering some of the most exhilarating gameplay you'll ever experience. On the surface, it's a fast-paced action RPG with fluid combat that lets you chain combos and switch weapons seamlessly, but the real magic is in its story and themes. It explores identity, consciousness, and what it truly means to live in a way that stays with you long after the credits. The world feels melancholic and mysterious, with hidden layers and multiple endings that make replaying it feel essential. The music is hauntingly beautiful, amplifying every emotional moment, from quiet exploration to intense boss battles. Nier Automata isn't just a game you play, it's one you experience, reflect on, and remember for years, making it a must-play in any single-player collection. Fallout New Vegas is a single-player RPG that gives you total freedom to shape your own story in a post-apocalyptic world. From the Mojave Desert to the neon-lit streets of New Vegas, every location is packed with character, secrets, and moral choices that actually matter. The dialogue system and branching quests make you feel like your decisions genuinely impact the world, and the companions you meet along the way add depth, humor, and occasionally heartbreak to your journey. Combat and survival mechanics keep things tense without ever feeling unfair, while the dark humor sprinkled throughout keeps the experience lively. What makes New Vegas unforgettable is its combination of freedom, storytelling, and atmosphere. It's a game where every choice feels meaningful, and exploring its world is endlessly rewarding. Dragon Age Origins is a classic that sets the bar for story-driven fantasy RPGs. From the very first moments, you're thrown into a dark, war-torn world where every decision matters and the consequences can be harsh. Creating your own character and choosing your origin story instantly personalizes the journey, and the companions you recruit aren't just sidekicks, they're fully fleshed-out characters with their own agendas, personalities, and stories that evolve based on your choices. Combat blends tactical depth with action, letting you pause, plan, and execute strategies, which makes each battle feel satisfying. But what really sticks with you is the story itself. Political intrigue, moral dilemmas, and moments of genuine heartbreak make Dragon Age Origins an unforgettable adventure that truly rewards careful decision-making and exploration.
This place is haunted.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is a brutal, unforgiving action game that demands precision, patience, and mastery, but the payoff is incredibly rewarding. Unlike many other games, it isn't about leveling up stats. It's about your skill, timing, and learning the patterns of your enemies. Every duel feels tense and cinematic, and the feeling of finally defeating a tough boss is unmatched. The world itself is beautifully crafted, inspired by Sengoku-era Japan, full of hidden paths, secrets, and vertical environments that make exploration exciting. Sekiro doesn't hold your hand, it challenges you, frustrates you, and then rewards you with moments of sheer triumph. Playing it is a test of focus and determination, but it leaves you with a sense of accomplishment and adrenaline that few games can match, cementing its place as a must-play single-player experience. Bloodborne is dark, haunting, and relentlessly thrilling, a game that immediately pulls you into its twisted, gothic world. From the cobblestone streets of Yharnam to the nightmarish realms beyond, every corner is dripping with atmosphere, mystery, and danger. Combat is fast, aggressive, and punishing, rewarding skill and strategy over brute force, which makes every victory feel like a hard-earned triumph. The lore isn't handed to you, it's hidden in the environment, item descriptions, and subtle storytelling, which makes discovering it feel like solving a grand puzzle. Bloodborne's world is terrifying yet fascinating, its enemies horrifying yet memorable, and the sense of tension and accomplishment you get from surviving its challenges is unparalleled. It's not just a game you play, it's a test of courage and perseverance that leaves a lasting impression. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a modern reimagining of a beloved classic that manages to honor the original while bringing its world to life like never before. From the neon-lit streets of Midgar to the intimate moments with its iconic characters, the game makes you care deeply about every story beat. Combat blends real-time action with strategic planning, giving each battle weight and excitement, while the visuals and soundtrack elevate every scene to cinematic levels. What's truly special is how the game balances nostalgia with fresh storytelling. Longtime fans feel the emotional impact of familiar moments, and newcomers can jump in and experience a rich, immersive narrative. Final Fantasy VII Remake isn't just a love letter to the original, it's a fully realized, emotionally powerful single-player experience that stands on its own as one of the best RPGs of its generation. Alan Wake 2 is a masterclass in atmospheric storytelling, blending psychological horror with deep, character-driven narrative that sticks with you long after you stop playing. From the eerie forests to the unsettling shadows that seem alive, the world feels tense and unpredictable in a way few games manage to pull off. Playing as both Alan and FBI agent Saga Anderson adds rich layers to the story, with each perspective revealing new mysteries and emotional weight. The writing is sharp, the pacing thoughtfully built, and the scares aren't just cheap jump moments. They come from tension, atmosphere, and genuine dread. What truly makes it unforgettable is how it balances fear with a compelling plot that makes you eager to uncover the next twist. Alan Wake 2 isn't just another horror game. It's an experience that feels cinematic, personal, and haunting in the best way possible, earning its spot as one of the most memorable single-player titles out there. Assassin's Creed 2 is a timeless classic that cemented Ezio Auditore as one of gaming's most iconic characters. From the moment you explore Renaissance Italy, the world feels alive with bustling streets, detailed architecture, and hidden secrets around every corner. Parkour across rooftops, plan stealthy assassinations, and engage in thrilling duels. The gameplay is fluid, satisfying, and endlessly rewarding. What really sets this game apart is the story. Ezio's journey from a young, naive nobleman to a master assassin is filled with emotion, betrayal, and unforgettable moments that keep you invested. The side missions, collectibles, and historical events enrich the world, making it feel lived in and authentic. Assassin's Creed: The Sekou isn't just a game you play, it's an experience you step into, blending action, exploration, and story perfectly, and it still stands as one of the greatest single-player games of all time. And there you have it, 30 must-play single-player games of all time that every gamer should experience at least once. From epic open worlds to emotional journeys, from cinematic adventures to mind-bending stories, this list is packed with unforgettable moments, characters, and gameplay that define what single-player gaming is all about. Now it's your turn. Did we nail your favorites, or did we miss a game that you consider essential? Drop your picks and opinions in the comments, because I'd love to see what games have stuck with you the most. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more gaming content, and hit the bell so you never miss an epic recommendation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.